Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today I have another quickfire review roundup for you all covering 5 titles, that is Plants vs Zombies, Black Legend, Genesis Noir, Drive-By and Monster Hunter Rise. Now the reason I couldn't maybe get round to them in time, maybe I played mainly handheld, maybe I didn't quite wrap them up, and in that case I'll let you know, but I won't attach a score. I will let you know though if I'm gonna be carrying on with the journey. With that though, like, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family, and let's get started. So first up then, we've got Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville, and immediately I'm going to tell you this, I am impressed. Grabbing it on release day thanks to the folks over at EA, I sunk hours into this one, especially over on the Twitch channel. It's a team-based third-person shooter though, it's just a great feature-rich release, so combining all prior content for what is basically an ultimate edition for Switch owners. The idea though here, take on the role of either plants or zombies and just go to war with a nice selection of classes and all sorts of upgrades that you can make. It's not just online either, but it even has kind of a single player mode as well. You complete quests around what is almost a hub location. What you're here for though is of course online, and it does not disappoint as it gives you a slew of match types. It's actually very deep, and then when it sends you into battle, I've had my ass kicked more than a few times. There's definitely a lot of skill to be found in the community. I've also though struggled to put the game down and actually walk away. Controls then and character specific moves, they're just great fun. The controls are really solid, and there's even gyro in here. Each character as well, they're varied enough. You're going to want to try them all and just see what suits your playstyle. Finally, to wrap this up, audio and graphics and good stuff. The performance, it's holding right around 30 frames per second for the most part. Do expect some occasional drops unfortunately, but it does look stunning, you know, cartoony, bright, vivid, and I was just impressed to not find much in the way of popping because these are some decent sized arenas. A great 8 out of 10 from me, and hopefully this community with this one just continues to grow. From great now to poor sadly with Black Legend. This game had so much potential, and for me it just could not live up to its ideas at all. Here the story just sounded amazing. You need to liberate a doomed city from a cult, and it's basically turn-based strategy, so I think XCOM is probably the best example of the genre on the Switch. Here though, explore this world, occasionally head into combat with your squad, and each individual you control, they have their own skill set and weapons to kind of experiment with. Look, I'm a big fan of the genre, but after 3 to 4 hours with this one, I was done with this, and that's why there was never a full review. The controls are just clunky as I struggled to maneuver my way around the battlefield. The tutorial barely exists. I felt absolutely lost, that is for sure. I just had no idea what I was doing at points, and it's just the scenario where you feel like you're battling the game to kind of do what you want it to do, but instead it just kind of ignores you, says screw you, and it kind of goes and does its own thing. Visuals and audio then, the music's decent enough, weapon effects a little weak, and the visuals are just not good at all. They're just very kind of pixelated, not a whole lot of detail in here. The idea for them's good, it's just the design is lacking. These are small locations, you know, lots of tall buildings. It just kind of makes the camera and the gameplay more than awkward and a lot more difficult than it should be. No score from me, I haven't finished it, but yeah, I have no intention of heading back to this one anytime soon. So time for the weird now, and Genesis Noir is perhaps one of the strangest games I've played this year, but not in a bad way at all, just unique. That is never a bad thing. Playing as No Man though, you are caught in a love triangle with other cosmic beings, that is Miss Mass and Golden Boy. Things though, they go quickly wrong and a shooting occurs. That gunshot, it was fired by a god known as the Big Bang. Now you must jump into the universe and either prevent or destroy creation or saving your loved one. The gameplay is simplistic. It's really going to be for point and click fans out there, you know, some minor exploration, but a decent chunk of the time will be spent on puzzle solving. It can even get a little bit obscure, but it never takes that too far. The issue I had with this one though on Switch, it's just performance is all over the place, and the translation of the controls not the best honestly. But here let's focus on the big one, as I said, the performance, and I had more than a few frame rate drops. There was visual issues and some moments where my cursor got stuck entirely, even though that was for just a few moments, still kind of frustrating. Also I had a couple of hard crashes as well, and that is never a good thing to see. That's a shame as well, because you can easily see how good this game would be if it was in optimal condition, and it would especially be good for the Nintendo Switch. Visuals and audio finally though, stunning. Noir, like design, is something special, as it is, yes, kind of basic in the way it looks, you know, it's very kind of almost like hand-drawn, but it still feels impressive, and the audio then goes from the mystical to jazz, and I absolutely adored it. Sadly though, I cannot recommend this Switch build. It's held back by, you know, what they've done for this Switch version, and hopefully they can sort it out. A slightly above average 6 out of 10. I don't want to call it average because the game's very good. It's just if you're going to be willing to be patient with the game's shortcomings. Drive-by now then, and I was excited for this one. I'm a big fan of like Twisted Metal back in the day, and I do see the good here, I'm going to say that now, but it's about as lackluster as games get when it comes to features. And, you know, when I jumped in back at release, I honestly haven't ever been back since, but I saw everything the game had to offer within like 15 minutes and swiftly uninstalled it. It's not that what is there is traditionally like bad, it just feels more like a proof of concept early access than anything else. The devs have promised more content in the future for this one, but for me, they definitely should have just held off, because this could have been really something good. Now they're going to find themselves probably battling to get players back in. The idea though, vehicle combat over a few different modes. In fact, there's just 3, a spin on capture the flag, and then 2 takes on collecting randomized packages around the map. That is it. That's why it didn't take me long to see it all. When it comes to visuals then, it doesn't look particularly good. The controls are okay at best, and the audio generic, and that is really about it. The one thing it does have on its side at least, though, it is crossplay with PC players, so that's something. But I just can't even see the community over there sticking around for too long. The final piece for this one, when I did start it up, it made me register for an online account, you know, email and password. Really unusual choice for a small indie multiplayer to, you know, be asking for that. So I'm sure they could just bypass this and make it a whole lot easier. Also, I even checked today, I reinstalled it and it's still there. It still wants me to create this account. A below average 4 out of 10 from me. The content's just not here to warrant the price, honestly, and what is here just didn't hook me at all. The final game then, and we get Monster Hunter Rise. I never did get into the previous Switch release myself. I got a fair bit of time in with World, but this is the Monster Hunter the Switch deserved. It should be known though, this one, I'm not incredibly deep into it myself, but over on Twitch, my friend Curry, he streams for the channel, and he has just been non-stop playing this one, so I wanted to kind of round up some of his thoughts on it, as more than anything a newcomer to the series entirely, and I'm going to give you a heads up now, he absolutely loves it. First off, for me, I just want to say the visuals are stunning. This shows what you can do with a title on the Switch when it's built specifically for the Switch. Also performance, no issues, no crashes, nothing like that. The design is just incredible as well, from the monsters, you know, their scale to the locations you get to traverse. It's absolutely feature rich as well, and it's paid off with clearly incredible reviews behind it. Gameplay then, and he's put around 30 to 40 hours into this one so far. What's had him locked in? It's just kind of the grind in the best possible way. You know, you're working on new equipment, new weapons, you're trying out what's on offer, you're battling for that next level. The best bit though, I think for him, has been that the battles are actually, you know, epic in size. They're 20 to 30 minute fights. Also, he's really enjoyed the community over on Twitch. Everybody's just been super awesome and welcoming to him, and they've kind of been squadding up with him. The controls then, they are near spot on, and while it took him a fair few hours to get to grips with the camera, kind of the speed of the gameplay as well, he also made a few bad decisions, I've got to say. He's just been having an absolute blast. He probably just, if anything, started with the wrong weapon. Also, I'll add this here, like, never follow me in this game because I always go the wrong direction it seems, but he is always last to the bloody battle because his Palamute just doesn't seem to like him all that much. An amazing 9 out of 10 then from him, and after hanging out in chat over on the Twitch channel with him and playing alongside him as well, I can confidently agree with this score. There's easily enough here just to keep you coming back over and over again. And that is it. Do you own any of these, or will you be adding anything to your library? Also, do you agree or disagree with what I said today? Would love to hear in the comments down below. With that then, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. If you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.